Well, hello everyone. I'm back. Quick video again today. I just want to go over some numbers that we got again when it comes to unemployment. I mentioned yesterday, in case you did not watch my video, just under 1.5 million jobless claims for last week. And now we got this crazy number, 30 million Americans, so almost 10% of the population in the United States did not have enough food to eat, which obviously means that can't even afford to pay their rent. So people are going to be out in the streets hungry. Not only they cannot afford rent, they can't even afford basic food. They're relying on the government checks to come in, the unemployment benefits, the Fed emergency fund, whatever you call it, the government emergency fund that right now Republicans and Democrats are fighting over who's going to give out how much or if any. You got millions and millions of Americans biting their fingernails right now, waiting on this $600 or $1,200 check to come in so they can buy food and pay the rent. I mean, it is unbelievable what is happening, but it's really not getting much coverage in the mainstream media. I will post all the links down below. So one more time, over 30 million Americans did not have enough food to eat last month, okay? And right now, government benefits are about to expire. Imagine the mess in the streets when this happens, what we already had. So what can you do in this crazy environment? If you have any savings, my suggestion is to try to make some money. You gotta claw your way out of the middle class into the upper middle class, because the middle class is now being pushed into poverty, okay? It is by design. So if you figure out a way how to claw your way out of the middle class into the upper middle class, you have a pretty good chance to make it through these rough times. They might last over a decade right now, as we are entering depression, not just recession. So let's say you're working with, I don't know, $5,500 to your name. You put $1,000 into the stock market. You pick certain stocks. I do stock picks. If you look at my track record just for the last 2 months, every stock I talked about did exactly what I was talking about. And I do like to get in and get out. If you say, well, everything in the stock market is working, yeah, most stocks are going up. I just don't know what your bankroll is, what you're working with, what stock can you afford. I'm talking about cheaper stocks, meaning if you're just trying to speculate with, $20, $50, $100, whatever the case may be. I started like that. I just wanted to pay my cell phone bill off, and I started to learn how can I make $120 a month, and I was able to figure it out. So I'm talking to you guys about penny stocks, dollar stocks, in case you are going in very little. For me, it does not matter. I'm looking at the return on investment, which all of you should be looking at anyways. It's the percentage on the return on your money, whether that's $200 stock or 50 cents. It's all coming down to that ROI, return on investment. So AMPY is my pick again. I got in at $1.25. It dropped to $1.19 when I looked earlier. I did not get in again. I was going to coast average. If it drops to 110 or hopefully even lower, I will cost average, meaning adding more to my position. Yes, it is coming to the end of the week now. We're looking at just a couple hours left before the stock market closes. But this particular stock, AMPY, the energy stock, is doing pretty good when it's to that low of $1, like $1.10, $1.15, $1.05. It's been doing really good for the last few months for me. So I'm not worried if I get stuck with this one over the weekend. But there are some stocks out there that I am really worried about if I don't sell on time. So that's my pick. Pay attention to it. I told you guys I sold my GSS. Today went up another 4%. I could have kept it, but I just decided to take profits, and I'm going to look for my entrance back into GSS if it hits below $4 a share. Okay, so those are my plays for right now, and I have a large position in USAS. And yes, I'm talking a lot about gold stocks because I believe they have a lot more room to go. because gold market right now is in a bull market. From 1970 to 1980, gold went up in that decade over 2,000%. Okay? From 1990 till about 2000, or to 2000 to 2011, my bad, from 2000 to 2011, it was about 400 or 500% that gold went up. So I'm looking at the bull market that just recently started, and I believe the gold stocks are going to go with it. This is all risky. You guys don't have to do what I'm telling you. That's why I talk about this particular sector, the mining sector, the gold and silver, because of the environment that we are in, if that makes sense. I believe tech stocks are way overvalued, and I am not interested at all in buying Apple at $400 or $500 a share. So that's my play for right now. If you see AMPY drop to $1.10 or $1.05, you know the new American conservative will be buying more. And I am aware things can change by Monday and this can go to zero. That's why I only invest what I can afford to lose, especially when I'm playing with casinos' money, with their money. So in and out procedure out of the stock market is what's been working for me, and I use 20 to 30% of that to buy real money, gold and silver. God bless you all, and have a great weekend.